Salut pour tous et soyez les bienvenus dans le programme Planète Équitable avec Ed Zanetti. We are talking about new regulated carbon markets, the Brazilian regulated carbon market, the UNFCCC regulated carbon market, and how to use the methodologies, the standardized baseline, and the methodological tools in order to develop project activities which will generate carbon credits. And I start talking about using timber in construction due to the fact that this is the most competitive, the most attractive sector to bring carbon credits to our tropical countries. And I took an example of a social housing program in Brazil, which uses a 52 square meters house made out of steel, iron, and cement, and how to replace it by a timber social housing. So we took the baseline. The baseline was the use of cement and iron or steel into this construction. For each square meter, we have 500 kilos of CO2 emitted. So for a unit of 52 square meters, we have something like 26 cubic meter tons of CO2 being emitted. When I take timber and put into this construction, so I will have carbon storage instead. So I will have something like 1 cubic meter of timber being stored per each square meter. The result will be circa of 40 tons of CO2 per unit. This is the difference between that baseline of 26 tons of CO2 which would be emitted and the 13 or something tons of CO2 which will be removed and stored by the timber. You take the emissions reductions of 26 tons and the increase on carbon removal and storage of the timber house with the other 13, and you end up with 14 tons of CO2 on credits. And those credits, they can be on the NDCs, they will be A6.4 ERs, or they cannot be at the NDCs, then they will be mitigations contributions unit, the MCUs, which are the new credit from this new UNFCCC program. So now we submit this to a third auditor. It gives us a certification saying, okay, they really replaced the cement by wood, and you have a certification of 40 tons per unit that you can sell into the markets. And now we are going to see how much does it values on the markets, like God's peace and the love that builds, be our weapons on the daily struggle for justice. Ed Zanetti for tous les amis africains.